And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's Mexico taking on Italy. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
And I'll be interested to see if these teams approach it any differently, with one on the brink of elimination and the other just a win away from putting an end to this thing. You know, in the postseason, I think you have to treat every game the same, but there's something about an elimination game that can put a team just into a different mindset.
Yeah, and the strategy could certainly change in this type of game. It's hard to manage the same way when in any given at-bat, it can impact everything you've been working for throughout the season. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And on the hill, Zach Littell. What do we have on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Number 26, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
First pitch, 7:06.
And that is downstairs. And the count is 2-0. And another ball. Outside corner, there's a strike. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
That one to first. Ibarra takes it himself. One out in the top of the first.
Batting second, left field.
Let's take a look at our lineup. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers, so we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, I think the key, though, and the reason why he gives up those homers is that guys are locking in, they're aggressive, and they have a high confidence level. So I think if that's the approach these hitters take, with the stuff he's got there on the mound, yeah, there's a good chance that there'll be some balls that fly a long way. But you can't get too big in your swing, otherwise you'll be really frustrated after this one.
One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Got him. And there's 2 away.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
Outside low, 2-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Seiya Suzuki, the next to hit, takes ball one. Two outs. That one missed.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
And the slider just misses. And there's the automatic. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 4 of the NLDS. This one chopped up the middle. Sosa tosses to first, and that is that. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here at Daikin Park, and starting this one, Garrett Cole.
Boog, he's a guy that takes great care of himself because he wants to finish every game he starts. I think for any lineup that faces him, you've got to try to have lengthy at-bats and run up that pitch count. Anything to help get him out of the game early.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the veteran third baseman, number 16. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Right-hander kicks, deals. That's in there.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. And one away.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And now it's Gavin Lux. He swings and fouls one off. That one fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. That one off the mark, and that's ball one. And there's a ball. Cut on and lifted in the air, under it. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. And let's take a look at the lineup.
Catcher, Ivan Herrera.
Two outs, base is empty. And now it's Ivan Herrera. That's down and in. Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And that one way outside. And the count is 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
2 outs, runner at first. Next to hit, Mickey Moniak. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. On to the second inning now from Daikin Park. No score. Game 4 of the division series. Now the third baseman, Max Muncy. Littell back to work. On the ground. And foul ball. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first.
He's out.
1 out in the second.
Batting 6th, first baseman, number 25.
Next to hit, Kazuo Oka. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
1 down, base is empty. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Second inning here, no score. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Next offering misses down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next offering is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
So digging in, Lars Nootbaar. Tap foul at the plate. Nootbaar with a homer in his last game. Nootbaar throws right, bats left. 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2018. Two down, nobody on. That pitch just misses the inside corner. Going to count 1-2. Just missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the rookie DH, number 0. The line to kick the pitch. There's a strike.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
Packed house here at Daikin Park. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one missed. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
And here is Will Benson. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Man at first with 1 gone. And here's the first baseman. Ball one there. Benson leads off first with 1 away. Here goes the runner. Pitch misses in. Safe in second, and that was not close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Check swing, and he went. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
And a swing and a miss.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Man at second. Way high. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walked not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Here's a speed threat, Matt McClain. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out. And that one fouled off. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
That big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
And here is Sosa to the plate. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. And that is out of play. First and second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. And that one upstairs, ball one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to the left. And it's just foul. That was close.
You're always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here in Houston, new inning getting started. Here's Adley Rutschman. In there at the knees. Close, but called a ball. And the count is 1-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there in the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Ripped to short. Whips it to first. He's out. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting ninth, second baseman, number 5.
Shu Mathis now at the plate. Foul ball there. Top of the third, no score. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. That's a little bit low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. And now 2-2.
2 strikes.
And he can't come up with it. And they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Number 26.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the shortstop at the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. And it's 1-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, number 9.
Here's the left fielder. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in Game 4 of the NLDS. Over to first, and he's saved. The 0-1. And strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. That's a base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Back-to-back base hits. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one ripped, but foul.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Now it's going to be number 16.
Number 16.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Now a chance for Gavin Lux. Out to short. Gets it to first. Out. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Now batting, catcher Ivan Herrera.
Ivan Herrera digs in now. Walked his first time. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next offering is down low.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
In the dirt, 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Okay.
And that's down and away.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And he walked him. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Mickey Moniak. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Fought off foul.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
0-2 now. That one the other way. And foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Herrera, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. On to the 4th, still scoreless. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Seiya Suzuki. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
You know, this group of hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Good eye in that spot. On the ground to first. Finds its way through, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Muncy digs in. Grounded out his first time. And that one fouled off. Nobody out. Runner at first. And it finds its way through for a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Love how he let that
Now
ball
batting,
travel,
number
trusted his
25.
hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Go ahead run on base. Oka getting ready to hit. Struck out looking his first time. Just missed. First and second here, no outs. That one finds the zone, and a count 1-1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
1-2.
And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come
Now
across,
batting,
especially in terms of
center
movement.
fielder,
I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Lars Nootbaar, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And it's even up.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Top half of inning number 4. Nice stop from his backside. Here's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Back here in
Leading
Houston,
off,
ready to go,
designated
bottom
hitter,
4.
number
Now it's
0.
the DH, number 0. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
Well, these guys doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
There's a swing and a drive. Ranging back. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now here is Will Benson. And that's in for a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball 1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Next pitch is downstairs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's one down.
Now batting, number 54.
And now the first baseman. He reached out to walk his first time. This to third. Throws to first in time. Got the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's the second baseman, Matt McLain. Struck out looking at his first at-bat. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
The changeup missing. Now 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Rip towards third. Zips it to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Littell back to work. That's in there. 0-1. Rutschman, an all-star a season ago. 27 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2019.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
That misses. Now 1-2.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that one missing low. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Mathis in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Just missed. And a swing and a miss.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball a little more straight and velo to it.
And the batter will be the shortstop. 1 for 2. On the ground to first, but it kicks foul. All tied up here in Game 4 of the NLDS. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tyler Phillips getting ready to go. Stevenson also throwing. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Swing and a foul out of play. And Kenny Jansen punches him out. That's a strikeout.
Now batting,
Now
number
the
9.
number 2 hitter. That catches the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Rutschman off of first with 2 away. Liner, base hit. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Zach Littell done for the night, and that was a start he can feel pretty good about. Tie ball game, and new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching.
New pitcher on now, Brandon Williamson.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and the little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Go ahead run on base. Shohei Ohtani now at the plate. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
And a 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Huge strikeout there.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Game 4 of the division series.
The shortstop,
And now Edmundo Sosa. That one not close. 1-0.
Well, these players showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that turns the lineup over.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's the third baseman, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. There's a strike.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Tap foul at the plate.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. And this is inside. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting left fielder, Gavin Lux.
So up next, Gavin Lux. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one moves his feet. One away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first. Last half of inning number 5. That one catches the zone, and the count 1-1. And it's fouled off. To the right side. He is safe. He beat it.
Now batting catcher, Ivan.
First and second, 1 out. Herrera digs in now. And that is out of play.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And that is in for a strike. 0-2. And ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a ball line to center. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now here is Mickey
Right
Moniak.
fielder, Mickey
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top
Moniak.
prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that's a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-1. And that's whipped for a base hit. Sosa headed to the plate. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run-scoring at-bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Next is the designated hitter. Fought off foul. Lux at third. Moniak on at first with 2 down. And a swing and a miss there. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Kamala Tyler looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 78 getting loose as well.
Well, really laboring here in the 5th. Next pitch is going to be number 100. Man, you got to think, this is probably his last inning if he can get through this thing.
Outside low, and that's ball 1. 2 on, 2 outs. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Berg. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Garrett Cole is done in this one. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now
Kamala
pitching.
Tyler comes on now.
Number 61.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Will Benson will hit next. There's the strike. Two outs. And now it's even up. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Two down, nobody on. That missed inside. And the count's even at 2. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Two now. And they'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground to third. Muncy sends it to first. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. But 4 runs score in the inning. 3 coming right here on the 3-run homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. All set for the top of the 6th.
Right
Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
And that one is inside. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And a curve is down and in. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And there's a foul ball.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Runner at first with no outs here. This to center field. And a base hit. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Well, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So runners at the corners. Nobody out. Oka getting ready to hit. First pitch, and he just misses. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Runners on the corners, no outs. And that just misses. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game. I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
And now, Lars Nootbaar. This one in the air right field makes a nice running catch. And there are 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Adley Rutschman now at the plate. A switch hitter batting right. A little bit low. Ball 1.
1 ball.
Suzuki on third. Muncy at first. 2 out of the inning. And a foul ball. The other way. Gloves it on the dive. To his knee. The throw. And very nicely done for the out.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Back here at Daikin Park. And here's the first baseman, number 54. That's in there, and that is strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Michael Kopech looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And that's a swing, according to umpire Mike Fillmore. That's to third. To first. Out. 1 away. Bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, second baseman, Matt McLain.
Here's the second baseman, Matt McLain. And that misses. And that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Just missed.
2-1.
Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Full count.
Three and two. The pitch is outside and ball four. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
The shortstop.
One gone runner at first. And now the shortstop, Edmundo Sosa. Alvarado throws over, and he's back in on a dive. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Lead runner around second. Coming home. He'll score easily. Now a relay to third. Not in time. He's safe.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
So the lineup flips over. Now the third baseman 0 for 3 in this one. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. One away with a runner at third. Hard on the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out. Two down, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Gavin Lux. And he grounds one to the right side. And that chance handled. Fires over to first. And the inning is over. They put 2 on the board, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. The All-Stars out front here, 6-0. Back here in Houston, top of inning number 7. Now it's the second baseman, Shu Mathis. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Lyle slings to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Now it's the shortstop, 1 for 3. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
No,
The
that's
shortstop
too
takes
high.
the ball.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Lux makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, number 9.
Here's the left fielder. Just
Oh, no.
missed.
With 2 out and nobody on, you want to go right after this guy. He's the number 2 hitter, which means if he gets on, you've got some thunder coming up behind him.
And the 1-0. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that.
Now pitching.
A new arm into the game.
Ben
The righty,
Caceres.
number 78.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a
Leading
tough
things
task
off,
today with the way
catcher,
this lineup is swinging it.
3, 4, 5
Herrera.
due up for the home team. And now Ivan Herrera. Inside, just missed.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
1-1.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And there's
No,
a ball.
That's a ball. 2-2.
That
Full
one
count.
almost got him. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a good day for
Now
the
batting,
on-base percentage right
right
there.
fielder,
Walk number
Mickey
3, and the free bags keep on
Moniak.
coming. You down with OBP, Boo?
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Mickey Moniak. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Herrera aboard here at first with nobody out. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting.
And now the
Number
DH.
0.
He's already homered in this game. And the sweeper is in for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Check swing, and he went. No balls, 2
No
strikes.
ball. 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Man at first, 1 away.
One, two.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, I'd say that was a really nice pitch right there. And if it weren't for the call, you could say it was a great take, too. I mean, it's close enough to where you probably need to protect,
Center
but
fielder.
it looked to end up just off the corner.
Benson.
Now at the plate, Will Benson. That one pushed to the left and foul. High fly ball out to center field. Nootbaar moves under it. He's there. He's got it. And that's the third out. We're at the top of the eighth. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed. Quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone?
Yeah, he's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent. So much fun to watch.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. He circles the bases. It's 6-1.
Shohei leaves his mark on every game he plays, and he's done it again with the home run. Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it, carried out nicely.
And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Ball
That's
one
the
there.
ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Not
2-1.
close with that one, and it's 2-1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in late here in game 4. That one finds the zone. 2-2. That one just misses.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Nobody on, nobody out. Here in game 4 of the NLDS. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Man at first, nobody out. Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate. And it's fouled away. That one outside. And that's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. That one missed. 1 on, nobody out, a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 2-2. Line drive, and out number one on the grab.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Now, Kazuo Oka. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one.
1-0.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. And that ball is out of here. A towering shot to center. It's their second home run of the inning, and they cut into the deficit. It's 6-3. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Brandon Williamson gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Pitching.
Scott Barlow taking over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty. One down. Lars Nootbaar, the next to hit. First pitch, not close.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Fouled off to the right. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's outside. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Full count.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Adley Rutschman. Line drive, and this might be trouble.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Really important at bat coming up now.
So digging in, Shu Mathis. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Liner snagged at first. Throw not in time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play.
Now batting, number 26.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that's the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 6-3. This is the National League Division Series on the show.
Now pitching.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Michael Kopech.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now the first baseman.
Leading off, first baseman, number 54.
That one not close. 1-0. Kopech, 28 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
On the ground, right side. James steps on the bag, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Matt McLain digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. Movement in the bullpen. Brock Stewart up and throwing. Kopech deals. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
One out, runner at second. And the batter will be the shortstop, Edmundo Sosa. That one at triple digits. Next offering is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Man at second.
1-2.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
Now
Here's the third baseman.
number 16.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. McLain stands at second with 2 gone. Foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Near the fence. Muncy puts it away. That is the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Reed Detmers.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Now the number 2
Leading off,
hitter.
left fielder, number 9.
And that misses. And that is ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Stays alive. That misses the zone. Now 2-2. And there's a ball.
Full count.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So a man at
Shohei
first.
Ohtani.
And the batter now, Shohei Ohtani. Check swing, called strike. Foul ball there. A little bit high. 1-2 to count.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
He's 2 outs away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
And that one pulled foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Detmers is just 1 strike away. And now 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
This team played extremely well to force this series into a Game 5. It's just like a Game 7. You win or go home. That Game 5 should be a lot of fun to watch.
Six-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.